How you doing? I'm Dr. Paul Dyer. Welcome to Dr. Paul Blog Weekly. I want to talk about, blog and podcast. So again, always I want to thank the blessings and the people who cherish and who love, not just me, but they love each other and they cherish each other. They honor each other. They care for each other. So thank you for all that, because it takes hard work and it can be sometimes rough. So I want to talk about heartbreak, soul crying, and a blessing coming. I personally have been through and will go through heartbreaks. I mean, we know as we get older. I remember my first heartbreak as a young boy in junior high, I believe. A young woman broke my heart. And I remember how devastated I was then. And as we get older, whatever age you're at, you're going to have a heartbreak. Now, and we're going to mourn. And then we'll rejoice. We're not rejoicing in the heartbreak. So I'll pull out the anthology of what I'm talking about, because we will go through a heartbreak if we understand what it is that is breaking. Okay? We're not breaking a memory. A heartbreak has nothing to do with forgetting a memory. Any memory that you have is going to have an emotional grounding. It will have roots inside your garden body. So when we have heartbreaks, what are some of the things that we do? What are some things I do? What are some of the things we can do? We cry, we scream, we may even break things. We run, we hide, we ignore, and we suffer. So what is it about that, whether it's good or bad, and don't ever use that, because your heartbreak is your own. And no matter what it is and the reason why it's breaking, feel it, embrace it, absorb it, because it's part of our life. Now, we are not all complete power, right? We are part of the living action substance of the Creator. So if you follow your Creator and you follow the gift, you follow the glory, your heartbreak will be saved, will be lifted, will be cradled. And that's where the blessing comes in at the end, because that is, we are human. The soul crying, the soul travels for centuries before you're born. It will travel centuries after. You will touch lives and the living things for as long as the stars will fade away. But they also, the soul will be happy. So as your soul is traveling throughout all these dimensions and times, when it comes to us as human matter, human beings, the living being, we will have heartbreaks and we will have blessings. Where does your faith allow yourself to be in the belief that the blessing is coming or is given? We don't want to ever decipher why a heartbreak happens, why a death happens, and why anything that could happen, because we don't want to decipher all the happiness either. So there is a balance, there is a yin and yang. There is glory in all things that the Creator gives us. So, when you're going to go through your heartbreak, and while you're in your heartbreak, don't forget that you are still a chosen one of this living God. You are still on that path of enlightenment. We still have to put in the work. I still have to put in the work, even in the heartbreak. Because even one shall fall, one shall rise again. Even if one shall fall, one shall rise again. And in that risen, you will find salvation. So the heartbreak is and is okay for the memory. Even we shall never forget. And please never forget your heartbreak. Never deny it. But don't blame it either. Don't blame those things that you might think is happening to you on purpose. Don't look for blame. If you look for blame, you're going to suffer in the heartbreak. I know I've done it. Done it for myself. I've suffered for my own heartbreak. For my own lack of forgiveness. But the forgiveness is not just all of it. It is the understanding of how it is in your garden body. How it's being grown. How you are nurturing it. How you are pruning it. How you are cultivating it. And the it is you. The one life and one and only. So, we have our heartbreaks, we have our souls that are crying, and then we have our blessings. Thank you for all my sponsors and all my guests. You can always contact me. You know that. I'm drpaul.holistic.science.com. Broadcast weekly. I will see you again as soon as I can. And remember, you are not alone. And you never will be. I promise. God bless.